The death of privacy. We live in an age of digital exhibitionism. Everyone is screaming to be seen. Everyone is desperate to be understood. We post our locations, our meals, our heartbreaks, and our deepest opinions for a handful of likes from people we don't even respect. In this desperate race for attention, humanity has forgotten a fundamental psychological law. Value is determined by scarcity. When you are an open book, you are a cheap book. When you are predictable, you are controllable. When you tell everyone everything, you are giving away the keys to your kingdom. You are essentially telling the world, here is how you can hurt me. Here is how you can manipulate me. And here is exactly what I am worth. But there is another way, a darker, more powerful way. In the world of dark psychology, the most dangerous man in the room is not the one shouting. It is the one who says nothing, but whose presence demands everything. It is the person who is a mystery, the person who is a closed system. Today, I am going to teach you the art of being mysterious. I will show you why silence is not just a lack of words, but a weapon of mass psychological influence. By the end of this video, you will stop being a commodity and start being a mystery. Welcome to the subconscious lens. Let us peel back the layers. The psychology of the unknown. Why it works. Why are humans obsessed with mysteries? Why do we stare at the dark ocean or the deep space? It's because the human brain is a pattern recognition machine. When it encounters a gap in information, it becomes obsessed with filling it. When you meet someone and they tell you their entire life story in 10 minutes, your brain closes the file on them. You've categorized them. You've solved the puzzle. There is no more reason to think about them. But when you meet someone who speaks only when necessary, someone whose smile doesn't give away their thoughts, someone whose life is hidden behind a veil of privacy, your brain cannot close the file. You begin to ruminate. You wonder, what are they thinking? What are they hiding? What is their story? This rumination is the foundation of attraction and respect. When you are mysterious, you occupy space in people's minds for free. They are doing the work of creating a myth about you, while others are working hard to be noticed. You are being noticed simply because you refuse to be known. This is the subconscious magnetism that common people can never achieve. The first rule of the mysterious mind is selective speech. Most people use words to fill the silence because silence makes them feel insecure. They feel that if they're not talking, they're not adding value. They're wrong. Every time you speak without a purpose, you lower your market value. Adopt the 70-30 rule. Listen 70% of the time, speak 30% of the time. When you listen, you are gathering data. You are learning the weaknesses, the motivations, and the insecurities of everyone around you. You are becoming an observer, a predator in the tall grass. When you do speak, do not give away the why behind your actions. Give people the what, but keep the why for yourself. If someone asks what you did this weekend, don't give them a chronological list. Say, I handled some personal business, or I spent some time offline. Vagueness is a shield. It prevents people from being able to judge you. If they don't have the details, they can't form a weapon against you. Remember, a closed mouth gathers no flies, but it gathers immense curiosity. Rule 2. Emotional stoicism, the unreadable face. In the world of social dynamics, emotions are leaks. If I can see that you are angry, I know how to provoke you. If I can see that you are desperate for approval, I know how to manipulate you. If your face shows every flicker of your soul, you are an easy target. The mysterious individual practices emotional stoicism. This doesn't mean you become a robot. It means you choose when to show your cards. When someone insults you or tries to check your frame, do not react with anger. Anger is a sign of weakness. It shows that their words have reached your core. Instead, respond with a calm, steady gaze. Say nothing. Let the silence hang in the air until they feel uncomfortable. By not reacting, you are signaling that you operate on a higher frequency, a frequency they cannot disturb. When your face is unreadable, you become a mirror. People will look at you and see their own insecurities reflected back. They will assume you are smarter, stronger, and more calculated than you actually might be. Let them. Their imagination is your greatest ally. Rule number 3, kill the digital self. If I can look at your Instagram story and know exactly what you ate, who you were with, and what time you went to the gym, you have zero mystery. You have made yourself a content creator for the masses, and in doing so, you have killed the legend of yourself. The most mysterious people in the world are those who are digitally invisible. Stop posting your moves before you make them. Stop seeking validation from strangers on a screen. When you disappear from social media, or when you post only once every few months with zero context, people start to talk. Where is he? Is he working on something big? Is he traveling? Did he get rich? Absence creates a vacuum. In physics, nature abhors a vacuum. In psychology, the human mind fills a vacuum with fame. By not being present, you become larger than life. You are no longer just a person. You are a ghost, a legend, a mystery that needs to be solved. The power of action without explanation. The final rule: never explain yourself. Explanation is a form of apology. When you explain why you made a choice, you are seeking permission from the other person to be yourself. You are putting them in the position of a judge and yourself in the position of the accused. A mysterious person moves in silence. If you decide to change your career, change it. If you decide to end a relationship, end it. If you decide to move across the country, go. You do not owe the world a status update. When you act without explanation, your actions carry more weight. They seem more deliberate, more powerful. People may be confused, they may be frustrated, but they will never be bored of you. They will realize that you are a man who follows his own internal compass, not the external winds of public opinion. The shadow's reward. Being mysterious is not about wearing a mask or playing a game. It is about reclaiming your sovereignty. It is about realizing that your life is not a show for others to watch. It is a private ritual for you to master. When you stop being an open book, people start treating you like a sacred text. They handle you with care. They speak to you with respect. They think twice before they cross you. In a world full of noise, be the silence. In a world full of flashing lights, be the darkness. Because the shadow is where the real power lies. If you are ready to stop being common and start being a mystery, subscribe to the Subconscious Lens. We see through the noise. Comment "Silent Power" if you are going dark today. I will see you in the shadows.